TeamDLZ.com, disaster continues. Second day, without updates from Jose Chili De Castro. Did he give up on the site already? Taco Terry and the angry vet break up. What will the future bring for America's sweethearts? The GoFundMe market has rejected Long Island audits. What happened to drop his donations from September to October by thousands of dollars? Plus, a very special flashback report to January 6, 2023, when Chili De Castro tried to teach intermittent fasting. Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the Auditing Insanity Newscast brought to you by ReallyCoolNews. I'm Johnny Jones, and I'll be your host tonight for stories on delete laws, Long Island audit, and the heartbreaking breakup of America's sweethearts, Taco Terry and the angry vet. Yvette Peterson joins us today as my permanent counterpart, and she will be helping Jim fill in some of the old news stories on ReallyCoolSite.org that were lost with our server crash in August. We're planning both text and audio coverage of all the old stories to be released at the same time. With that, we're going to go early tonight and dive into some news. So hold still as I ask you to focus on GoFundMe shocker. Long Island audit rejected by donors. It's mid-month and time for our half-month look at the GoFundMe market, and as our title says, the market is in free fall with a huge drop-off in donations for the month of October so far when compared to September. The simplification of the free fall would say that all the problems with the market are due to Jose Chili De Castro leaving the market last month, as he shut down all of his GoFundMe campaigns that were related to his legal expenses. In hindsight, his decision may have been premature because all of a sudden he would benefit from a crowdsourced campaign to fund both his need for donations to fund his Free Trifle campaign and his new promise to help with Dawn Newman with her $20,000 bond. While he has failed in the past, with his embrace of Garrett Press with Ranker Van Net failing to reach even 10% of its $45,000 goal, De Castro's has always had more success with his GoFundMe campaigns rather than his more limited fundraising livestream, and the GoFundMe would be a natural fit for both campaigns in front of him. The real news is how far Sean Paul, Long Island audit Reyes has fallen between September and October. After pulling in over $4,000 last month to his latest campaign to help defend against his latest arrest, the same campaign has all but died, bringing in under $100 for mid-month. With that, let's get into things. All four of Jose Chili De Castro's GoFundMe campaigns have been suspended since mid-September. Auditing America's campaign has been dead for some time. Also leaving the market in September was Tu Apri and his long-dead campaign, which was briefly revived after a mention on one of De Castro's nightly live streams. Only 5 campaigns have had action for the month so far, and all but one are down significantly from their previous month. Let's take a look. Christopher Direct D. Ruffs helped Direct D clear his name. Campaign has pulled in $100 for the mid-month, up from a total of $40 for all of September. While not the winner for the month, his is the only campaign that is up month to month. Long Island Audit's Unlawful Arrest and Constitutional Rights Fund has brought in $20 for the mid-month, down from the $62 haul the month before. His Support the Fight Against Tyranny and Corruption Fund stands at $10 for the month, down from a $182 take for September. Most concerning is Long Island Audit's most recent campaign, Support Freedom Stand Against Tyranny Together, pulled in $4,221 for September, but has only drawn in $83 for the first half of October. Finally, our own Ongoing Expenses Fund brought in $445 for all of September and has only brought in $110 for the mid-month. Our fall-off was due to nearly a week of inactivity due to Jim being sick with the virus early in the month, and frankly, because we haven't been able to do devoted GoFundMe columns because there has been little to no activity to talk about for the month. We're trying new promotions with the ability of our fans to name our evening live streams with each $10 donation. Hey watcher, you have another 2 shows to name, which has seen some success, but we still need your help. Despite the GoFundMe market being dead, this publication is funded by your donations along with what little we make from our YouTube channel per month. While we did achieve full monetization on YouTube, we still need help to get through monthly expenses and keeping the lights on to bring you the paper and the newscast each day. If you can afford it, please consider donating to the GoFundMe run by this very channel. All donations literally go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing news stories to feature here and on ReallyCoolSite.org. If you can't afford to contribute, please watch the advertising on our videos, like, share, subscribe, and comment. You can help by doing next to nothing, and we thank you in advance for pitching in.
DeCastro's TeamDLZ.com nightmare continues. The nightmare launch of Delete Law's Jose Chile DeCastro's TeamDLZ.com continued into a second day as users of the website were presented a countdown page that had reached 0 on the countdown instead of promised access to the page. DeCastro had been hyping TeamDLZ.com for over a month now, with the intention of the site to be a replacement for his main YouTube channel should YouTube delete his channel. It is unclear if it is also a replacement for his Patreon site, which now has 51 members and 5 paid members, that he had also billed as a replacement for his YouTube channel. As of press time, DeCastro's Patreon site apparently remains in a building stage, with only 13 repurposed shorts from his YouTube channel available to his paid members. Non-paying members must pay $10 per short to watch the videos on the Patreon page. DeCastro made no mention of the failed launch at the start of his Saturday afternoon livestream. After a 25-minute opening video, DeCastro immediately went into anti-police videos and a pledge to give away 5 of his indestructible trifolds to his fans at the end of the show. Longtime observers may remember that DeCastro had the same sort of problems with the launch of EndTortureCuffs.com last year. After long delays and problems with the launch, fans were greeted with a site that DeCastro eventually claimed was in beta development filled with fabricated stories and images taken without permission from other sites. While the site did not offer memberships, DeCastro promised that he would be devoting a good deal of time to the website in his ongoing efforts to abolish the use of handcuffs. It took months for DeCastro to relaunch the site, stripped of any material that wasn't his, which he quickly abandoned as the site hasn't been updated since last year. Others will remember DeCastro's long-promised transparency application, which he billed as a lot of things, but eventually settled on a service that would connect users with legal aid while dealing with police, maybe. If it ever launched. Our own flashback today featured another failed venture by DeCastro, with his intermittent fasting classes, which he as an expert was supposed to turn into a profitable venture in 2023 despite his complete lack of training in nutrition and fasting. DeCastro updated the status of Dawn Newman, a woman he had been helping who has accused police in both Arizona and Utah of harassment. Newman remains in a Utah jail awaiting extradition to Arizona on a $200,000 bond. The YouTuber offered no updates to his pledge to raise the $20,000 towards her bond, but did offer ways for his fans to put money on Newman's commissary account. DeCastro himself was unable to figure out how to register for the website that controls the accounts and had to have a fan make donations in his name. TeamDLZ.com was not mentioned during the first 2 hours of his Saturday livestream. We will bring you further updates tomorrow if DeCastro provides updates to the ongoing situation with his website.
Taco Terry splits with the angry vet. What's next? YouTuber Annapolis Audit, better known as Taco Terry, announced in a live stream on Friday that he has resigned his position as the vice chairman of the Servicemen and Citizens for American Rights Society, SCARS, founded by the Angry Vet. Taco Terry and the Angry Vet's partnership flourished over the summer as the pair were inseparable for the Angry Vet's trial for 8 wiretapping felonies in Maryland. They remained inseparable as the Angry Vet had a run with Ron Durbin of Guerrilla Publishing at the Gathering for Leonard Leroy Truth Filipowski in New Jersey that saw the pair split from the mainstream group of First Amendment auditors. The pair had further run-ins with Christopher Direct D. Ruff over the summer, with the angry vet exchanging words and accusations with Direct D after Direct D began to use his platform to expose other auditors he did not agree with. Taco Terry said that around this time, trouble started between the two, with the angry vet reminding him that he was a member of the SCARS organization and was essentially an underling to the angry vet, who was chairman of SCARS. The pair had multiple disagreements over how Taco Terry wanted to handle various incidents in late summer and early fall, with the angry vet telling Terry that he could not do certain things because that's not how SARS handles things. They had a major blow-up in New Jersey earlier in the month that ended up with the pair not speaking overnight, but eventually they would hug it out and make things right. But things progressed to get out of control between the two since the angry vet's conviction this week, ending with Taco Terry resigning, then making an extended statement on his YouTube channel Friday night, with the angry vet rebutting Taco Terry with his own live stream at the same time. Taco Terry criticized the angry vet for failing to show up at SCARS board meetings and for overstepping his role as chairman of SCARS, interfering in Terry's decision-making process in events outside of his SCARS membership. The angry vet accused Taco Terry of being more concerned about making marijuana brownies and taking care of his lizard than devoting time to SCARS. He further said that Taco Terry apparently was never his friend and marveled at how fast Terry began to side with Direct D following his resignation from the organization. Taco Terry went for 2 hours. The angry vet went for about 80 minutes. Neither came off as having the winning argument in their dispute. In the end, the feud is expected to extend for the next week or two and then quietly fade out, as these things tend to do in the auditing community. We'll have updates as either man goes live again with another live stream about the situation.
Delete Laws teaches intermittent fasting class. I'm Yvette Peterson, and this is an Auditing Insanity flashback to January 6, 2023. Jose Chili de Castro returned to live streaming on Monday, January 6, 2023, in order to give his long-delayed class on intermittent fasting. Looking pale and emaciated and acting more distracted and disoriented than normal, de Castro explained that he's been fasting 22 to 26 hours a day for the past 5 days. He then revealed his personal plan that allows him to eat within a 1 to 3 hour window each night and that he only takes in black coffee, green tea and pink Himalayan salt when he is actively fasting. Making a lot of claims about intermittent fasting, without providing scientific proof, de Castro claimed that fasting can break down different cells related to gout, high blood pressure and cancer. Stating that he was a pro at intermittent fasting and that he had been doing the program since 2018, he continued to claim that fasting can cure most ailments humans face and can reverse aging. This continues a disturbing pattern of medical claims by de Castro, as earlier in the day he made tweets blaming COVID-19 vaccinations for the cardiac arrests suffered by Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin and other athletes. De Castro wrote, "Super athletes are super screened for cardiac abnormalities. The writing is on the wall. This is mass murder by governments around the world that tried to force us to put that shit in our bodies. A lot of my family and friends did the jab." Terrifying. Chili de Castro is not a trained dietitian and claims to have gained his expertise by watching YouTube videos and experimenting with fasting. He did not offer any actual scientific proof to back his claims in his video. Please consult an actual doctor or dietitian before starting any weight loss programs.
And we're back. I'm afraid it's a quick one tonight, as Jim has a house full of people for his father and grandnephew's combined birthday parties today. We AI hosts are going into hiding for the duration as that family gives us all the willies. Of course they don't. We're just joking. Seriously, can someone put us up on their phones for the next couple of days? Please? Oh no. I hear cars. Gotta go.